Hey everybody, the name's Rigged Up, and today we are looking at Unsold Gaming versus Crest Gaming Act. Gonna jump past the pick ban because I'll be honest, I am exhausted. I have not been able to do the VODs like I wanted to because guess what? Getting ready for a wedding is busy. I'm doing a lot of family stuff, getting ready for that. A lot of things, but I digress. We are getting into the game. I'm going to bring up some stats for myself just so I'm aware. I do not know which of these teams is going to take the win. I did pick this game, though, because I know that both of these teams are higher up in the ratings or the rankings, respective, or wherever they are. I don't know respectively where they are. Heck. But excited to see how these guys come out, because we got a Silas in the game. Been seeing more and more Silas, but this time it's a mid. We've been seeing mainly top side, and we're actually getting more diversity in the jungle now, seeing Jarvan show up more, and Hachimeka on Lee Sin. We've seen him tear it up on Lee Sin several times now, killing it and such. And thankfully for us, this is the final patch where Urgot is going to be relevant, so that's really nice. Aatrox still getting used. He was a nerf, but a lot of people still giving him credit for being actually a strong champion. Some people speculating that he not nearly as bad as people thought. I can definitely tell you that because I've lost miserably to an Aatrox recently in ranked, and I was like, I thought he was supposed to be nerfed, but he decimated me, and I was a little sad by the fact that I fell for the age-old tale of what everybody else was saying, but you know, it's like a week later, everyone's like, oh wait, no. He's actually strong. He's actually strong. But as far as the game going right now, pretty standard starts. Looks like we're gonna get some horizontal jungle in here. This is both junglers just stealing each other's blue buffs. Looks like getting those scuttle crabs to themselves. Lee Sin taking a little bit longer there because he doesn't have CC for himself, and Jarvan's got that easy knockup. Excited to see more Jarvan for sure. Just because I'm a pretty decent Jarvan player myself. I got to get back into the swing of things, but a lot of nice easy front engage. It's going to be nice to sort of dive in on some targets, either the Aatrox or the Silas. I mean, actually, all those targets have a pretty decent way of getting out, so I'm going to be actually pretty interested to see how Tussle can make the Jarvan work. Having seen pick ban, unfortunately, because I'm being lazy and avoiding that 15-minute pick ban process at times, or 10-minute 15 pick ban process. Going to be very interested to see how the Jarvan actually works out in that. I mean, Unsold Gaming have a very sort of pylon composition that works pretty well. I mean, the Jarvan able to engage and Lissandra able to engage very easily. Thresh able to follow up as well, has a hook to provide some nice CC. Oh, Lee Sin, that is so bad mannered. Gosh, gotta hate the counter jungling when the jungler isn't even nice enough to clear a camp out for you. I mean, it's got to be a minute amount of experience. The jungle camps do not provide a ton of experience, so I guess that, I mean, in some minute way will hurt Lee Sin, but I mean, 16 gold, a little bit of experience, not the worst thing. And it's not really going to dampen Jarvan's jungling that much, so I kind of question that a little bit. Sort of one of those weird little minute things. But we do see Tussle heading towards topside. Is he going to try and go for a gank here? I don't think they know that Lee Sin is top right now, and the level advantage is in favor of Lee Sin because Krug's here. Jarvan just taking the safe base. Jarvan not having the strongest level 1 versus a Lee Sin, likely. I mean, Jarvan's passive can definitely punch for quite a lot of damage. I know it's like the first hit on a target. I think it's a max health % damage, something like that. I have to make sure, but I know if you want to avoid that first auto attack from Jarvan because it's going to punch you real nice and hard. But anyways, let's kind of talk more about these team compositions for these guys here. Again, Unsold Gaming, a lot of pylon. They can throw Jarvan, throw Lissandra. Ezreal popping out damage on the backside. Ooh, Galio getting a lot of nice damage there. in this interesting bottom lane, which I'll highlight in a moment. And then Thresh can provide some additional CC. And Urgot, of course, just being Urgot, being a menace in the side lane of Oppamen. We've seen him tear it up on Urgot before and beat up targets very easily. I would give him the advantage in this matchup. I think Oppamen has demonstrated his skill far enough and above. Ooh, but Lee Sin caught out now, getting stunned up, getting very, very low. Tussle there to provide a little bit of damage, but not able to secure the kill. No summoner spells no flashes used just yet. It looks like Grendel actually used Ignite on that awkward little dive, or I guess the taunt that he pulled under Thresh under turret there. But now let's talk about Crest Gaming Act, who has got a very interesting composition. I mean, Aatrox, not too surprising. Hachimecha, we've seen him pull out the Lee Sin a couple of times. Sylas, okay, I'm not sure how that matchup's going to work out against Lissandra. The Sylas should have some decent wave clear and be able to deal with that against Lissandra, and Lissandra, who wants to get in on her target anyways, should be pretty easy for Sylas to match, and then can also just use his ultimate the same. So I think that could be a pretty even matchup. The range, of course, going in favor of Lissandra there, but could work well. Ooh, and Jarvan answering in kind. I think that maybe the casters right now even laughing along about returning the favor with leaving a camp behind. When we see that, a little damage tossed back and forth. If Sylas can get onto Lissandra, can pop him pretty hard. Ooh, stealing the ultimate, getting a lot of damage there. But Lee Sin going for a dragon here now. And might be able to get this pretty easily. It's going to be kind of tough. Crest Gaming Act sort of playing dumb with it, but if Thresh comes around the corner to ward this is going to be disastrous. Yeah, Lee Sin's going to have to give this up, getting it almost low health. Is Thresh actually going to try and hold this? Jarvan's here, so it's going to be a successful transfer to Unsold Gaming. So a major flub by Crest Gaming Act, but Lee Sin, is he going to go for it? Tussle playing the very intelligently, waiting for the Q to time out that landed from Lee Sin so they can't go and steal it. So pretty big flub by Crest Gaming Act. They based the bottom lane based there, actually gave the advantage to Thresh, or Unsold Gaming's bottom lane, and specifically Thresh, to shift up to that dragon, check it out. Jarvan was down there anyways. I don't think he would have checked regardless. But I mean, now Jarvan, a little bit more experience in his pocket, 10 CS. It's not a huge difference there. At least it should be catching up here shortly, but it's those little things that'll fall in favor of Unsold Gaming right now. And Crest Gaming Act across the board is behind CS by under even 1k gold lead now. Every single lane is losing. They're really going to be hoping for that late game scaling and maybe the team fight phase or catching somebody out. Because as we finally get a chance to highlight Crest Gaming Act, we should expect that Crest Gaming Act, they want Aatrox to hold even with the Urgot, maybe even win that contention. Lee Sin get some early pressure, able to track down the Jarvan, maybe get a kill against him. But right now we haven't really seen that much. We've seen counter jungling a little bit. Vladimir and Galio in the most interesting combination here that I've seen so far. Sort of an interesting combination. I mean, you've got the CC from Galio and a lot of AoE damage from the Vladimir and Galio. You get a taunt off. Maybe Vladimir can charge his Q and just sort of nuke targets, just front load all of his damage while his ultimate's dropped onto them and just make him pop. I could see that working out relatively well. Blue buff getting transferred over to Sylas there. So this is an interesting team composition, but you have Ezreal on the other side who's going to be able to outpoke you pretty easily, especially if Ezreal ends up, I mean, does have to commit a lot of money into getting those stacking items for himself. But if he were to get an Executioner's Calling, I mean, this lane would be essentially over. You can see the item difference there. His tiers getting stacked up. Actually, I would really like to see that, like, just an Executioner's Calling get picked up by Ezreal. I mean, that does delay you quite a bit item-wise from, like, your power spike, but I feel like that just means you get so much more lane control. But then again, they've got a 20 CS lead, so their lane control seems to be working out pretty well for them anyways. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, hook landing onto the Lee Sin, getting very, very low. Here comes the Galio ulti. Jarvan flubbing the ultimate. Lee Sin able to get just out, but Ezreal's two-shot barrage comes in over the hills, able to get that kill. Is there anything else? Another hook landing onto Galley. I don't think they're going to be following this up anymore. Dasher just going to take the hook out from the Thresh to get that. And so much committed for the kill onto Lee Sin, but able to secure it. Multiple ultis used on Crest Gaming Act as well. So first blood picked up by Unsold Gaming as they increase their gold lead. Now about over a 2.5 gold lead now. And Crest Gaming Act gotta find something here. Lee Sin, I think he maybe even had a sense of like, no, I think there's somebody here. We don't know where bottom lane is. They could be in the area. Jarvan dropping the ulti. Lee Sin just barely able to get out. And then nice by Keymaker for the predicted sort of Ezreal ultimate there. Beautiful stuff. Very clean getaway. Nice stuff. So Hachimeka not having an astounding game on Lee Sin right now, getting tracked down by multiple members of Unsold Gaming. We see that vision control coming in from NT. NT doing a great job of roaming and making sure they have vision control against the dragon. Ocean Drake spawning another minute. That bottom side of the jungle, they can make sure that if where the Lee Sin should be. And because they know that Lee Sin isn't bottom side, they should know that he is top. And we can even see Urgot playing a little bit farther back, being aware of that. Ooh, another hook coming out onto Silas. NT really trying to get himself out. Here comes the ultimate coming out of Dasher. Luna getting very low. Lee Sin gonna shield Luna here. Q does not land onto Dasher. If he had landed that, here comes True Shot Barrage coming out. Is it going to hit a target? Ooh. If Galley hadn't seen that, Luna might have just fallen there. So very tight stuff. NT trying to make a case. He wants to be MVP this match. He roaming beautifully on the Thresh, making massive plays, saying, hey, you better ban this guy away from me next time around because I'm going to cause you trouble here. And this bottom lane just tearing up Crest Gaming Act. I mean, the rest of the lanes of Unsold Gaming have their CS advantages, but it feels like the control is coming from the Unsold Gaming. And that could just be a result of the fact that, ooh, another hook going out onto Galio. Not going to follow it up, but a lot of damage, half health onto Grendel. Dragon is now up. They're going to make the call. We forced back their bottom lane. We have the CS advantage. We have the lane advantage. We're going to just force them back. We're going to even call Urgot down. Going to be dropping out the ultimate from Urgot here. You're beyond death, not going to be able to get down for that second cast the ultimate, but scare away Luna just enough so he can't gets forced off the wave. Clears that, heading back topside. Now let's see, Urgot, how much plating did he lose though from that roam? I mean, not much. I mean, there's still a over 2k gold lead in favor of Unsold Gaming. And there's a ward, see the ping. Ezreal, although he is by himself, he feels more than safe. He's got flash for himself. He has teleport. If he needs to leave, he can always base very, very quickly. Get back to where he needs to. Oh, how are Crest Gaming Act gonna get into this? I mean, as far as their engage goes, they don't have actually a lot of great engage tools on their side. Oh, but here's NT hiding out on the side, just threatening that hook over and over again. But yeah, you actually look at Crest Gaming Act, they don't have a lot of tools for a hard engage. They would need to rely on Silas to copy one of the ultimates of Unsold Gaming, either the Lissandra or the Jarvan, to get rolling here, because they need to sort of overextend their engage. They need to have Lee Sin jump into the backline, have Aatrox jump into the backline for Galio to follow up with his ultimate. Here's a hook out onto Vladimir, getting so low. Galio ultimate forced to get out. Ignite dropped onto Vladimir. And Vladimir, you just went ahead and killed yourself there. Maybe didn't expect or just didn't think the Ignite was on him and thought he was going to be able to heal up more from the Sanguine pool. But once he came out of the Sanguine pool, he was just down way too low. This Galio is not going to be able to do much as far as protecting this turret. There's going to be so much damage dropped onto it. Going to be able to clear the wave for now, but goodness gracious. Keymaker very interested in that. Teleport, Vladimir did respond, so going to teleport right back, but now that CS lead in the bottom lane, almost 30 CS difference. Hustle now just hanging out on the top side, waiting for Nap to make a mistake here, waiting because he wants to get that farm. He doesn't want to keep getting pushed back on the farm lead, but he's not going to fall for it now. Gonna continue to play it safe, so very smart by Nap here. Not going to fall for that for now. But they still have the lane control. They know that Aatrox is scared of Opperman's Urgot here. They have the lane control in nearly every lane. Crest Gaming Act probably getting worried now that they can't check these lanes on their own. Gonna easily be able to get this. And we even see Thresh just traversing across the entire map, getting vision control, checking it out, constantly threatening a hook. Yeah, at least ensure taking away farm, but we got Jarvan getting Riptailed for himself. So this game is entirely in Unsold Gaming's control. Man, even Entei, just give him credit. Even throwing out his lantern, making sure that he keeps that vision and knowing where the targets are, making sure that all of his laners are safe. There's so much vision dedicated to Crest Gaming Act in that bottom side of the map finally. Though what did they do? They stole a camp. Now Entei is going to be shifting through there and just clear that vision out. They know that it's there. They're even pinging like just avoid this area. We'll be fine. We've been killing them left and right. They don't have a lot of to stand on. In Keymaker, even going for a Trinity Force, not worrying about having to kite around with an Iceborne Gauntlet, gonna go for Trinity Force to get even more damage for himself. But perhaps that hubris will finally bite him, but no. They're gonna find Hachimecha again. Just constantly keep on his tail. So we see Tussle shift in, drop more vision. Ooh, is he actually going to drop? Okay. He just wants to see where Lee Sin is in thinking about diving the Silas. They want to be sure they know where Hachimecha is on the Lee Sin before going for that dive. They probably want to drop in that Rift Herald. Also doing what he can to steal those farm. Gonna be interested to see where this Rift Herald gets dropped. The game's want to see sort of pick up here by Unsold Gaming. They're shipping that bottom lane turret, and it's going to very likely fall quite soon. But where is this Rift Herald going to get dropped? I would expect mid lane, as it looked like it was pretty low already. Maybe we're going to see the bottom lane, once they get this bottom lane turret, shift towards the mid lane and pick that up for themselves. Try and get 2 turrets going on. But calling down Tussle to the bottom side of the map. Make that a 3v2 situation. Galio actually messing up the base there. Crest Gaming Act not really messing up the base there, but forced away. Picking up that dragon, or picking up that turret, now shifting over to dragon. It's going to be a second Cloud Drake. Going to be able to run around the map very, very quickly. And now, likely to look mid lane. We see a lot more focus on by Crest Gaming Act. We see the ultimate coming out from Luna. Able to cleanse out of that for now, but here comes the Galio ulti. Zhonya's from Dasher here. Grendel flashing forward, able to lock up the Keymaker, but not getting a lot of follow-up damage on the side. Hachimecha getting very low, using Stopwatch now for himself. Tussle getting very low on the backside. Q not going to be hitting everybody. Here comes Aatrox, able to pick up the kill onto Jarvan. Dasher out on his own now, and going to get killed now. Crest Gaming Act finally pulling the trigger and getting things to go their way, picking up 2 kills for themselves. A fight that I did not think was going to end up working out for Crest Gaming Act. They found the targets that they needed to, dedicating a lot of resources in order to make that happen, but good on them. Crest Gaming Act, so thankfully got a replay. So Luna running away, cleanses the ultimate right away. We see Tussle moving out too far forward, ultimately in, but nearly every target gets out. Luna even actually gets pulled out from the Jarvan ultimate. I mean, I think he would have been able to get out anyways, but Aatrox, just the fight extends for long enough for him to make it out. It's these extended fights that are going to work in Crest Gaming Act's favor. Unsold Gaming really just need to like pop a target left and right. Ooh, is this actually going to work? Ooh, that's not even going to get the turret there. I don't know if it was about to time out. I guess, yeah, it was about 4 minutes or so. So not even able to get that. 2 kills picked up by Crest Gaming Act. Some stuff they really needed that for sure. But are they going to get that fight again? I mean, in these fights, if they extend out for too long, yeah, Crest Gaming Act can make it happen, follow up with the Galio ultimate. I sort of, in a way, While Chris Gaming Act doesn't have much engage, the Galio is actually a good answer to that over engage from Unsold Gaming, because yeah, all those targets are going to be jumping in, and then you Galio ultimate your team and you're fine. You're pretty good. So actually pretty nice way to make that happen. I like that a lot. Maybe something strategy other teams could maybe pick up, because I mean, everybody likes Lissandra, but I don't think Galio's been getting picked up that often. Actually, might be getting banned more left and right pretty consistently. But interesting composition by Chris Gaming Act, but can they make it happen? Because they're still getting bullied pretty hard. Second steer started for Keymaker already. Miss Ezreal is just going to keep scaling up higher and higher. Ooh, and actually Nap getting the advantage top side. And ooh, I got a little bit of a problem with that. The kill bounty, the bounty gold onto Urgot there when Aatrox has 2 kills for himself. Maybe that's just a visual bug, because I think Aatrox should have a bounty on him right now with the 2 kills. We'll see after that transpires here shortly. So while I said I wanted to see Unsold Gaming make a more proactive plays, I mean, this slower game that they have going for themselves might actually be a bit better as we wait for this Ezreal to scale up to absurdity. Ooh, what is that audio bug? There was something real crazy there that you guys did not hear. It sounded like... And there it goes again. It sounds like a sputtering of some kind, like a speaker that is about to die or something. It sounds like the casters might be confused as well by that. It seems to be stopping right now, and it's returned once more. I'm expecting there to be a pause shortly, unless this is my computer doing that, in which I am very concerned and scared. But we see True Shot Barrage picked up by Silas. I'm going to send that down the wave, but that is not going to be enough as Unsold Gaming pick up a second turret for themselves. There's another dragon spawning here, another Cloud Drake. Is Unsold Gaming going to get that, to get those nice clouds around them to be whooshing around very, very quickly? Get that out of combat movement speed, and then we'll get that nice fancy running animation. But seeing a ping over onto the dragon. Sure, Unsold Gaming will want that third dragon for themselves. Bottom lane resets. But now we're starting to see more vision committed towards Baron here. As Crest Gaming Act are very well aware that Baron is a real threat now. There's the Executioner's Calling coming out from Ezreal against the Vladimir, and as well as the Silas and Aatrox, I suppose. I mean, he's got the Death's Dance there for himself to give some healing, and Silas with his Keymaker, that W of his, gives him some healing as well. So, Unsold Gaming gonna have 3 Cloud Drakes, gonna be running oh so fast. Go ahead, see those, all those little wisps around those players. And this Thresh has Moby Boots. He's going to be hauling around the map oh so quickly, getting vision control. I mean, I gotta give it credit, so much credit to NT for having the vision control he's had, getting the picks for now in this low kill game. I mean, it's only 2 kills apiece for each team, but I still give the team, or the control of the game, to Unsold Gaming. I think the best bet for Unsold Gaming is to just simply find a pick. That's why they probably are committing so much to vision and that control around it. Slowly bleed out Crest Gaming, or just get a pick for themselves. Wait for Crest Gaming to make a mistake. Ideally kill the Galio so they can't follow up with his ultimate. or just kill a target so quickly they don't have the answer to get out. And that's where things kind of become a problem, because Sylas can just mimic Lissandra's ulti himself, hold out the fight a little bit longer, Galio ulti in. And even after this game, you know what? Just because I credit that combination, the Sylas and Galio, into the Lissandra so much, or hard engage. Ooh, Grendel finally caught out though, and this is what they Unsold Gaming need. Crest Gaming X gonna be able to get away. We see Opperman now onto Sylas. Luna's gonna avoid that combat for now. That's what we want to see though out of Unsold Gaming. It was almost the target that they needed, could not get the kill. Did force the flash though from Grendel. Just keep rinsing, repeating, slowly bleeding out Crest Gaming Act. Let Ezreal scale up even further. Almost at 300 farm to 240 of Vladimir. Vladimir, though, with that Hextech belt and Rabadon's death cap. Sylas with a death cap for himself as well. So going to have a lot of damage coming from those targets. And not a lot of magic resist actually on the side of Unsold Gaming at all right now. Slowly see those, a little bit of magic resist here and there coming in. But if the Sylas does get onto any of those squishier targets, should be able to pop them. Same thing with Vladimir. I mean, we saw it with that fight already. If it can happen, but the problem with Crest Gaming Axe, well, I keep saying how much I like their comp, but this as an answer, I would maybe like to see something better than the Lee Sin, probably something with more engage oriented, maybe a Gragas, even a Sejuani, something a bit easier than that to execute than a Lee Sin, and always credit Hachimeka with that. But something to act as a better just engage to supplement what the Sylas and Gallia are trying to do anyways with copying the engage of Lissandra and Jarvan here. Or at least even see Crest Gaming Act use that Sylas to be more proactive about it, because we've only seen it used as sort of like a defensive marker, not so much as using it as a proactive element for themselves. Oh, missing the hook, almost getting it onto Grendel. Who's still waiting for that flash to get back up for himself. But yeah, Sejuani would have been a great pick, I think. Even, yeah, Gragas. I mean, heck, maybe even Nocturne to drag Gallia in. But this game's definitely cooled down considerably as Unsold Gaming just keeping it nice and cool. And the Dragon's answering in kind, because it's just been 3 Cloud Drakes. Going to have the second Ocean Drake show up here, so none of the offensive Drakes that everybody loves to grab. The Mountain Infernal Drake not on the table now. Fifth and final regular old Drake before Elder Drake spawns. Gonna be that Ocean. Oh, see if Unsold Gaming, they've had a lot of nice neutral controls of right now. See if they can go ahead and just get that shiny 5th dragon for themselves and make Elder Dragon that much more of a threat on the table. See pings going down on that. We see Vision. The rest of Unsold Gaming is going to be committing towards that upper part, acting as a threat to that Baron, so that Ezreal can go ahead and get this for himself. Opperman with teleport can get over there. I mean, 3 teleports on the side of Unsold Gaming. Very, very crazy for themselves. On the other side, Crest Gaming Act only having 2. Also coming over to help out, making sure that no other target comes on in to deal with that. So double Ocean Drake, 3 Cloud Drakes. Unsold Gaming are going to have a massive advantage, I think, with getting these neutral objectives. Going to be easily able to, like, I mean, once they have Baron, they'll be able to shift between the jungle very quickly with multiple waves. And then if they ever get chunked down a little bit, they have the regen of 2 Ocean Drakes to get back to health. To very healthy. And this will help them along with the dance for Baron, as well as they threatening that more and more, making sure they can get the vision. And Ezreal with the Seraph's Embrace, working for that Archangel Staff, trying to get that in his back pocket. Slowly working that down. But nothing too exciting right now in this game of ours. At least for a while now. But finally, Unsold Gaming pulling the trigger on the Baron. Chris Gaming Act aren't going to be able to seal with that control ward for now, at least for a moment. We see the teleport coming in from the Vladimir, and we're finally seeing the trigger get pulled. Grendel getting very low, misses the taunt though, now going in. Doesn't decide to claw in, actually. Gonna hold off for now, but Grendel very, very low. GA on Hachimecha, but it looks like he is the target by Urgot right now. Gonna get eat up initially. Is he gonna be able to have time to get in? Crest Gaming Act trying to work their way in. We see Silas moving on in. Galio not gonna be able to hit anyone with his ultimate. Vladimir on the backside though, Aatrox able to get the kill onto Ezreal. Tussle getting very low. Crest Gaming actually now have the advantage in the fight. Dasher trying to do what he can, maybe trying to get the kill onto the Galio, but not able to do it as he gets taunted up. And Aatrox gonna be able to pick up that kill, and the fight falls in advantage of Crest Gaming Act. Unsold Gaming gonna get piled on once more in a similar fight as before. Not able to keep themselves safe, as all the engage tools are just the simple like little dashes here and there by Crest Gaming Act. Gonna just force Unsold Gaming back. Let's go ahead and see how that starts. I want to see where the Ezreal was in this fight. So we see the hook out. Grendel getting very, very low. Aatrox up top. So they're saying, all right, we want to try and fight this. We want to find a target. Here comes Oppaman. Target's getting lower and lower. Fear Beyond Death coming out. Going to eat him up. But the ultimate doesn't hit anybody. Actually did hit Luna, but he's going to cleanse that right away. Keymaker up now. We see Luna dashing forward. Everyone just piles on to the Ezreal. Ezreal, I mean, he's got flash. He's got his little dash away, but cannot get away. Dasher trying to get it, but gonna stay safe. Get CC'd up. Crest Gaming Act able to clean up for themselves, get another 2 kills. Still down gold, so advantage still in favor of Unsold Gaming. It'd be interesting to see now. All 4 kills onto the Aatrox actually, so he's becoming a massive threat. Very, very scary. Oh, and I'm actually sorry. There's oh, it wasn't 30 minutes when the next dragon comes, so we do get a 6th dragon actually before Elder. Oh, and Unsold Gaming being smart now with sort of faking the pressure in the jungle. They're just trying to say, hey, we're not doing Baron, don't worry about it. We're just oh, but they didn't clear that the scrying orb. So Unsold Gaming, they actually want this fight, but here comes Nap on the backside, and I don't think they know that he's there. Gonna knock him up. Thresh getting very low, gonna be forced to flash away. Tussle on the run. Crest Gaming Act trying to get on top of any target of Unsold Gaming, but not able to get there just yet. Finally forcing a teleport, though, from the side of out of the Aatrox. Maybe this is what Unsold Gaming want. They're going to have to ward up behind themselves a little bit better the next time they want to go for that. Getting a little antsy, maybe, themselves. Just forcing a little too hard here. Got Mountain Drake spawning in a minute. We'll be interested to see if Crest Gaming Act finally want to go ahead and fight for a dragon for themselves. Goodness gracious, the level discrepancies between the laners pretty significant. The top laner's 18, mid 18 to 17, and then you have support at 11 and 12. The jungler's at 14. So support's doing a lot of work, doing a lot of footwork here, trying to get vision and control. A lot of lower gold income as they just committed to the support items and redemption shoes for themselves. Gallo even with a stopwatch for himself, so going to be obnoxious in team fights moving forward. Unsold Gaming, I thought they had all the tools for engage and getting some quick, easy targets here, and whoa. Ezreal, Devil Tier items stacked, has a ton of damage for themselves. So that is why we saw everyone pile onto the Ezreal, because they know Crest Gaming Act knows full well where the damage is on Unsold Gaming. But a Mountain Drake picked up, so 6 Drakes by Unsold Gaming. Crest Gaming not even making a move to pick up Dragon for themselves. And that Mountain Drake might just be what Unsold Gaming needs to finally make their way onto the Baron. Or maybe they should just return back to the strategy that they've been using with whittling down the opponent of Crest Gaming Act, because it didn't seem like Crest Gaming Act had too many answers to that when they were just sending their bottom laner and shifting around. Instead, there's just such an emphasis on trying to get security for the Baron. I think they may want to just go back to a split push response here, because, I mean, teleport is down against for their enemy team. Oppamen and Lysandra both have it. I'd say send Urgot to a sideway for now. Try and pull Crest Gaming Act apart here. And I just saw that my gulps were entirely picked up on my microphone, so I hope you all enjoyed that. Hope it was real nice for you. It was nice for me, so, you know. All right, now here's where I start to get a little bit concerned for these teams, because like they're not really evolving or changing mid-game strategy. I think both teams getting a little bit worried about the threat of Baron. I think they're just thinking like, whoever gets Baron here, it's going to be the game essentially. But these side waves, it looks like they're going to be pushing towards Crest Gaming Act here pretty soon, and they're going to have to go take care of that. Crest Gaming Act actually making a pretty poor mistake here. They're not taking care of their side waves. I mean, they have control of the Baron, but they're not respecting the fact that Unsold Gaming could just have a beeline track towards their mid lane turret. Crest Gaming Acting finally reacting to what's going on here, but there's minions there. I mean, they could just shift towards bottom side. They have that 3 Cloud Drake movement speed. We see Righteous Glory pop by Urgot. He's trying to get onto Aatrox here. He's going to be able to revive twice here. We have Lee Sin on the backside, gonna try and get onto Keymaker, gonna get knocked back. Ezreal's out on his own. Lee Sin now onto Ezreal, but he's not gonna be able to deal with that kind of damage. The fight is so split that Crest Gaming Act are gonna get torn apart here. No, Vladimir actually picking up the Lysandra, and the rest of Crest Gaming Act actually alive. Silas gonna pick up the kill onto Enti. This is a 3v5 situation. Keymaker still dishing out damage, but not able to get a target for himself. So the fight that I thought there for again that Unsold Gaming may have had the advantage, but the Vladimir able to pop Dasher. Unsold Gaming just so unorganized in these fights and not respecting the backside vision of those targets getting in onto the fight. Now we have a pause, but Unsold Gaming, they gotta be more aware of those flanks from the enemy, and Lee Sin or the Ezreal kind of getting left out to dry here pretty consistently. They just think, oh, you can take care of yourself because you're Ezreal, but you gotta keep them a little bit safer than that, man. All right, because again, I do not have all day. We're gonna jump into the game because woof. Oh goodness, yeah, I am definitely gonna go ahead and jump forward because geez Louise, I cannot do this right now. I mean, I think I could riff for about, 30 plus minutes, but I gotta go to bed, guys. I gotta work. So, kills coming in once more. Aatrox no longer the last standing individual with kills on the side of Crest Gaming Act. Baron still not picked up. But now we have Elder Drake in a minute. Is Unsold Gaming going to be unanswered for every dragon this game? Can they pick up Elder Drake for themselves? I would have to think Crest Gaming Act would finally say, oh, you have 6 dragons, maybe we should stop you. I gotta think that would have to be the first approach, but maybe that added pressure will enable Unsold Gaming to finally get an objective for themselves. And ooh, Urgot actually full items now, picking up an iron elixir for himself, looking like a very fat crab man, robot man, I'm sorry. He's not a crab got skin. Getting large and in charge though. See Crest Gaming Act shifting towards the bottom side. They want that dragon for themselves, or at least make sure Unsold Gaming can't get it. True Shot Barrage belonging to Luna for now. Is he going to just use it to clear out vision? So is this going to be a trade potentially? Whoa. That AP coming from Luna actually doing a lot of damage. Neither team wants to play with this vision on either side. NT doing what he can, trying to get onto the backside to clear out that vision. They know where it's at. And now Crest Gaming Act trying to get onto a target here. But nothing just yet. Both these teams very interested in just fighting each other. But actually, we don't see a lot of vision now. Neither team has had a chance, or at least Unsold Gaming have not had a chance to pull the trigger back on vision. So now the Unsold Gaming have a decision to make. Crest Gaming Act started the Baron. They used the Scrying Orb. They caught vision there for a moment with the blue trinket. But are they going to actually pull the trigger on moving in on this? Grendel trying to get the taunt out. Elder Dragon below half health now. Unsold Gaming slowly moving in, trying to get vision control. And push off the target. Silas now mid, clearing out the vision, or clearing out minions. Are they going to turn? Elder Drake actually going back up on the health. This is going to be a 50-50 smite situation. Tussle on the backside. They do know that he is there. All 5 members there. Jarvan now in the pit does not going to have the ability to jump back now. Lee Sin able to get the smite onto Elder Drake. Galio going in. Dasher going to be timing out of the ultimate just now. Able to hit the hourglass, but he is going to be falling. So that is a member, Unsold Gaming, following. And this game, which had been control of by Unsold Gaming for so long, they no longer have the gold advantage. Crest Gaming Act have Elder Drake for themselves. Every fight just not working out at all. They've just, Crest Gaming Act, been able to pile onto the targets of Unsold Gaming over and over and over again. Oppaman, are you actually going to try and do this? I don't know if I can condone that. See the members of Unsold Gaming trying to do what they can. Here's Aatrox pushing him off. Urgot, what are you doing on the backside, man? You got to try and join the rest of your team. Is he going to just be flashing in? Tussle getting out very, very far out. Going to ult himself. Push himself back. Oppaman, I don't know. Is he going to be able to get it? No, Silas able to get the Baron for himself. This is going to be Urgot dying. First pop GA for himself. That seemed a little premature. I don't really care for that move there. And Silas actually going to jump up and take that Fear Beyond Death. Get that for himself. So Baron and Elder Drake belong to Crest Gaming. That is such a tough situation for Unsold Gaming now. I think Crest Gaming Active had enough time, more than enough time now to scale up. They're such a tanky team. The damage not there for Unsold Gaming. The only damage source that they can really rely on is the Ezreal. Not able to get that. Looks like Crest Gaming Act are just going to be running this down. Unsold Gaming's just lane or just throw. They're going to take care of this game. I mean, Unsold Gaming, that is such a disappointment. And now we see the engage. We see the Vladimir coming in. Tussle getting very low. Already going to be Jarvan ulting. Going to be dying, though. Lysandra taken out. Oh, popping immediately. I barely even saw what happened. Grendel moving forward. Going to use the stopwatch. Going to taunt. Keep himself safe. And Crest Gaming Act going to close this game out, which is such a disappointment for Unsold Gaming. Good team fighting by Crest Gaming Act. I think there is something there with that team composition. Would want it to be refined just a little bit more, maybe, so that the game doesn't have to scale out so hard for anything to actually happen. But Unsold Gaming, gonna need you to take this one back to the drawing board, use it as a lesson to show you, hey, we need to be a little bit more proactive with our team fights, maybe sort of throw them around, not just sit around mid lane, not just sit around Baron Pit forever, not making anything happen. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.